Oops. Okay, Lois Zane, they're calling you. Yeah, they need to talk to you. I don't know whose that voice that is, but they're calling for you. Hey, friends, we're back in Washington at Reagan's Airport. How neat is that? Landed here last night from Cincinnati. You can watch that video. And now we're back because we're headed to Dallas, but on United by way of Houston, which of course is my favorite, not just because United's like an old friend, but actually because my working initial operating experience flight as a flight attendant was a Houston to D.C. turn, and it was really fun. So it kind of feels like I'm back, but I'm a passenger because we're doing new things. And those new things are good things, and it was a good thing, the old thing that was flying for United. So yeah, just checked in, got a boarding pass, gonna head through security, got clear, pre-check, and then through to the gate. No time for a lounge stay because the inbound just landed and I gotta get on to, I'm watching my inbound land right now. How neat is that? So I gotta get on, but first we gotta clear security. So let's go, get on the plane. We'll see how it is. We're on United. United's color-coded check-in is actually pretty stellar, and it was really easy to find from air access, and then down to security, which was extremely chill, especially thanks to Clear, which I've become more and more of a fan of being back in the States. And so I was through in a matter of minutes, which second being a flight attendant, or cabin crew member, or just a crew member, it was really fast. And then I made my way to the Amex lounge. I actually forgot it was there, but I turned right after checking security and was like, oh wow, yeah, that's right. They have a Centurion at DCA. So I went inside. It was not that busy. I mean, it was fairly full, but I got right in and I was able to sit for a minute, have a drink, film myself having a drink. Oh yeah, got that shot for you. Okay, cool. Then back down the stairs. Wow. The Amex lounge. I didn't even know there was a Centurion lounge in DCA. That's cool. And it was a great little quick stop. Obviously super crowded. I think one thing that's interesting about airline lounges in general, like a restaurant, when it's full, you're like, man, this place is happening. I mean, as long as it's not obnoxiously full. I don't feel like that's really the case with airport lounges. If an airport lounge has anyone in it, it's well, this is a lot of people. So that's a dynamic that I'm glad I don't have to solve for, but is it real? Yeah, super real. It was a little full. That's all I'm trying to say. So Centurion was awesome, a little full, nice to be able to stop and use the bathroom, have a drink, get my water refilled. I feel like that's a big perk of airport lounges is hey, there are clean restrooms. Is that a little, am I gonna edit that out? Maybe. But I'm gonna go to the gate now. Our flight's on time. We're headed to Houston and we board in just a few minutes. So we gotta go to get on board. This is my life. Let's go. Found the plane at the gate, which, I just love the A319, so it was really fun to see it there. This actually is a Legacy China Southern A319, if I'm not mistaken, and United picked them up off, the used airplane market, and I was really excited to get on board, as I had actually worked on one of these when they first came in the fleet, but not with this new interior. And I got in, and the interior was phenomenal, so a ton of space, and this massive, beautiful screen. A lot of great legroom, plus a recline. That was the only really seat function element, and then a side little litter sprocket. Great power on board, and comfy, very well padded seats. Actually, great recline too, and then just limitless entertainment. So thumbs up to United for that. Pre-departure beverage, and they screened the safety video. Before you knew it, we were pushing back for Houston's George Bush Intercontinental Airport. How about you? And with that, we took off out of DCA. So a beautiful day for flying. We climbed south over Virginia. Love the branding on board and then the sanitizing wipe they still hand out, which is a great touch point. I used the lab because, well, why wouldn't you? And it was spacious, very blue, very United, which I love. Not a lot of headroom, but what else is new? We're about to have a kind of a lunch dinner service. Great crew on board. New uniforms look good. Come on, United, it's a new day. This is awesome. Okay, time to go ahead and see. So our flight attendants were genuinely awesome. DC-based crew, which DC's a good base to be sure. Good looking tray table, even better view outside, and then they started the actual meal service, which was fantastic. The food was genuinely really good. The dessert was nuts though. Props to United. And then I had a stroopwafel because we're on United, plus some coffee, which was totally solid, and then just enjoyed how it looked outside. I did a minute of work, but really just was thrilled to be trying out this newest cabin and was fired up to see what a good product United was putting on the market. I'm gonna talk about that more in just a minute. Okay friends, we are just about to land in Houston, and it's been an awesome flight on United, totally wonderful. In all instances, the product itself has improved so much since I worked here, and that's really encouraging. I'm just kind of fired up. It's been super fun getting to be back on the big UA, for this 3-hour flight from Washington to Houston. We got like 90 minutes in Houston, so planning to go by the American Express Centurion Lounge before then making our way to, well, 737 which takes us to Dallas. So that's the plan. It'll be kind of fun. That 737 has the new Max interior that they've rolled out, which is not too far off from the A319 we're on, but it'll be something to compare it to. I'm excited. Fast flight to Dallas, which I'm hoping will be on time because I'm kind of ready to get home. So it's good to be going home. I think what fires me up the most about this flight is just that if you had been on it with me, you would have been like, yeah, Tommy, this is a great flight. And I would have been like, I know. And I have flown a lot of United, so way to go to the big UA. Fun to land at George Bush, to be sure, in Houston. And anytime landing here, I'm kind of struck by how it still feels like Continental land a little bit, which is fun if you grew up flying Continental. So got off the plane, which was, well, good because we were early, and then made it way into the new decon course, which I have not seen yet. It was stunning. And then wanted to go see if I could get into the United Club Fly because I've heard about it but I haven't seen it yet. So I took the train over to Terminal B, which was a fun excursion because they're doing a ton of construction there, and didn't actually get in because my ticket didn't allow me access and my Turkish Airlines Star Gold status had just expired. So shook my head and made my way back over across the airport again to go to the Amex Centurion Lounge because I knew I could get in there, and I knew it would be crowded, but Amex delivered twice in the day because this lounge, while crowded, I got in off the waitlist on the app, no problemo, and then was actually able to have like a pretty peaceful place to stop and take a quick layover breather before also having a little bit of dinner, which maybe was ironic because I had like a late lunch on the plane, but I don't know, this is pretty good food. So great to enjoy that and then make my way out of the lounge, back across the concourse, see Aeromexico and Qatar Airways, and find the gate for DFW, which ironically was like right next to my original gate. Okay, headed to Dallas, but in the new decon course, and it's so beautiful. So that's really cool. Also, the United app, I meant to say this earlier, super solid. So we're about to start boarding. I think, let's say everyone's kind of standing around. We'll see what's going on. But Qatar Airways is on its way out to Doha. That's super cool. Aeromexico's got a new livery. Didn't know that. And it's almost time to go home, which I'm fired up about. All right, let's get on board. I got to see an old friend from New Zealand. That was awesome. And then, well, board for DFW. And what was the, like, just fantastic, very short intra-Texas flight that United totally crushed. So this was a beautiful 737 MAX. It also had the new United Next interior. And while different than the A319, super well outfitted and really well done from a finish standpoint. A lot of legroom, just like the original aircraft. Great, purely identical, not the exact same seat. Great branding as well in the cabin. And so soon enough, we pushed back a few minutes behind schedule. Love these napkins too, but we were going to make it the time of the year. The crew was so proficient. They made sure pre-departures were done, and then they actually did a pre-order so they could do a beverage service as soon as we got off, because this flight was like half an hour in the air, which is normative for these inter-Texas flights. But a lot of crews just won't do a service, which isn't the way it's supposed to go. But not this crew. This crew was like, no, we're doing it. So beautiful night to taxi out, great traffic on the ground at IAH, and soon enough we were taking the runway to, well, take off south to turn north to fly up to Dallas. So a great layover and then a great onward flight on departure with a beautiful night for flying in Texas. Y'all can judge me a little bit for this, but the crew was so good they actually offered a second round of beverages, and so I had a second round on the plane and enjoyed it through the descent into DFW, which was kind of fun because we got to pass through a really pretty cloud layer, like nominal but kind of fun amount of turbulence, and then we were on the ground in Dallas, actually a few minutes early, which was great. And welcome to Dallas. We taxied in literally no time at all, and then, well, it was time to deplane, say goodbye to our phenomenal crew who were on day 3 of a 4-day trip, so they were getting a layover midway off the plane and onto the Uber. Okay, just landed in Dallas, wrapping up what has been a just awesome day on United, and can't overstate how great the crew was, both into Houston and then also here to Dallas on the very short flight from Houston. So 2 great crews, great time on what really is kind of a new United, and for me, it was fun. You get to appreciate that on its own right. Getting to the Uber now, going home, which is the best destination, and I'm really grateful. So we'll catch you in the next video. Till then, thank you for flying with me.